Hey, what's up? It's Kriswixx. Listen, I haven't done a good video in a while. It is what it is, you guys. Hey, I wanted to show you these crazy old school greenies. And I got a little surprise here, too. A friend of mine gave me, thank you very much, some of the old gear. Now, this is a couple years old, but I wanted to show you just what we kind of went through, little differences. Now, this is like a $34.99. There's a price tag here. You know what it is? It's one of these. Which, it kind of works. I'll explain in a minute. It's a black one, though, and it has a button. This one, you don't have to push the button to get a good draw. This is old yesteryear gear. This is like vaping history, ancient vaping history, but it's kind of cool to come across this stuff. I had a charger or two or three. I'm a vaping pack rat. Sometimes I save some stuff. So I found the chargers and I threw them on the chargers and I wanted to make sure that they work. So I'm sharing with you what I got. Let me just break it down. Inside here is a coil with like the filament around the outside. So you pop this little out, you get a little end of a hook of a safety pin, or maybe some scissors. I widen the hole a little bit with scissors, the plastic, just because that's kind of the way that I would do it. But once you pop this off, you fill it up and you blow it out. The other way to fill these things up is to fill these plastic with the juice and then just straight push it down. Use the longer plastic. These are like the covers that come on it, yeah? They do come in these little packets. So I'm assuming these are preloaded. So we're going to have some fun. I'm going to open up one of these packets. But let me get over to the black one. Now the black one has like a domed mesh down here on top of the atomizer and separates the juice container from the atomizer with these things. Now, it's just an added step from the difference of these being disposable, these being clearly you're supposed to fill them up. So I'm going to put this thing on here, and granted, when you really want to use it to actually give a good go at quitting smoking, you'll use something with high nic. This is 24 nic, and it's really just a basic tobacco type of vape. It's fine. It works. I've tested it, and it actually gave me a little bit of a nic rush inside. So it was kind of cool to get a nic rush. Nowadays, when I'm vaping, I'm not usually chasing that nic high. I'm just keeping it nice, steady. But you're probably getting a decent amount of nicotine every time. I just know that these I got a nic hit off of, but they'd be great for the pocket or travel, or if you really want to be discreet, or if you're just giving it a go. I know the Juul is a good option for that. There was a couple other that are coming out on the market that I've seen that are, compartmentalized vapor juice. These ones are not meant to be filled. You're supposed to buy the cardos. But then again, people are getting tanks and buying the refilled center. It's yesterday. Cigarettes that I felt because it was the finger thing. The finger thing where you're holding the cig, the weight. These things are like carrying around a ball and chain. But you get a lot more battery. There's so much trade-offs. So, battery, huge, weight, small, doesn't last 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe a couple hours, but that's if you're off and on with it. I guess with higher nic, you want to use the battery as much, get a good chase. Great for smoke breaks, but let's see if I can at least get it working. You get the idea. It's not going to produce that much. In fact, it's not a desirable thing. But, if somebody around you wants to try e-cigarette for the first time and is intimidated by all these big box mods and stuff, having one of these like Green Start living packs, I think they're like 10, maybe 5, 10 bucks. I don't even know. But Green Start's the one that I liked. I haven't really tried the Fuse or any of that. They seem really dry. But you could refill them, I guess, with a higher nic. Just make sure to get 50-50. Just a little bit of nostalgia. It's a lot of work for not much. And I charge the crap out of these things. I do like the light. Pushing the button is kind of I don't know. It is what it is. It's older stuff. It's cool though, right? I mean, these were terrible. I had to fight these, but they worked. They got me off cigarettes, you know? So I'm going to put this back and put it back on the shelf. I don't know if you guys seen these things, but the struggle was real. It was real. Putting the plastic back on these things to preserve the juice, whatever's left in there. It works. It gives a little bite. The cotton in here kind of allows for that feeling of cigarette where it passes through cotton. It could be a little wet or a little dry. You're always going to be fighting, but they're cool, you know. Shirt pocket stuff. You know when they're fuller because you get more of a tighter draw. It's working. There's no flavor or enjoyment, but I guess you're trying to quit smoking. It's very low key. But that's what we had to work with. I'm so glad we have these now. Just a whole different experience, you know? It's a whole different experience. These are cool though for what they are, and it's good to at least have them. I used to have bite marks all on these things. I don't know if you guys remember them, but they can be reusable on a whim, or if you have somebody who's smoking and you want to say, hey, here, try this, you know. It's more airflow when it's just stock. Crazy. I'm going to give these a shot and play around with them for a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to doing reviews. This is Kriswixx. You guys be good humans.